now the stat out there, there's always some stat that is out there that always goes against the Rangers. I don't know where this stuff emanates from. I'm just assuming that it emanates from Toronto. They hate us up there. They can't stand the Rangers' success. Now the latest thing is, Tampa's 17-0 coming off of a loss.
Oh.
So it was like, you can't win in Carolina. You can't come back from 3-1. You can't come back from 3-2. You can't do this. You can't do that. And I mean, I'm getting sick of it. I really am getting sick of it. So now the stat is, the great Tampa Bay Lightning are 17-0 after a loss at the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. I can't take it anymore. So here we go. Now the little engine that could, which would be known as the New York Rangers, who scored 6 goals in game 1, are going to be ready to rock and roll tonight. The Garden's going to be absolutely insane. A Friday night, game 2, Eastern Conference Finals. It's going to be great. I'm already feeling it.
Good.
Now we're 14 hours away from it, G, and I told you on Wednesday, I said I felt it when I woke up. Mm-hmm. And I woke up this morning at 2:30 because then I'm an idiot. The alarm went off at 2:30 for some reason.
Hey.
Not the normal 4:15. It was the 2:30 alarm clock. I must have hit a wrong button or something somewhere along the line. So you have to forgive me if the first half hour here, it's going to take me a while to kind of ease into this program and get it going. But I'm a little sick and tired of hearing about that stat, what the Rangers can't do, and how great this team is and how great that team is. Shut the F up.
Shut the F up.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it already. Secondly, I had to stay up and watch because Jameson Taillon's going for a
perfect game. Yeah, I know.
And it was great because the fans were into it. You could hear them. And I think Big Head basically was talking about how the fans were hanging on every pitch there.
Well,
in the 6th and 7th inning.
Well, especially in the 7th when he had to go through Ohtani and Trout.
And he did a great job.
And he did. And then, of course, gives up a hit for the first batter in the top of the 8th.
But really, more importantly, the Yankees, sweep a doubleheader for the Angels. And, that's like one of those things like this don't happen. And the way that it did happen, getting down by 1 run late in the game and then coming back and Andujar in the middle of it, Rizzo in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the special moments, in a season that you remember and you reflect back on. You say, you know what? That's a winning season. That's a championship-style season. Now, the Mets have had that going on. We've had a number of already memorable games, and unfortunately last night was not one of them. But we are in the midst of that little schedule run that we were talking about. So what happened last night? They lost 2-0.
Yep.
Lindor didn't play, hurt his finger in the door. And but the Braves did win. So so now we go from 10.5 to 9.5. And I'm not panicking over it.
Well,
I'm just trying to make
Yeah.
a point over these next 24 games.
They could chip away.
Let's see what happens when we come back from, the West Coast trip after 10 games, where the Braves are. I'm not worried about the Phillies. I'm not worried about the Marlins. I'm not worried about the Nationals, of course. It really comes down to the Braves and whether or not they get their act together here in June.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to look at the standings right now and start to freak out either. I mean, this was a situation where this guy who's got like the best ERA in baseball, Tony Gonsolin, shut down a lineup that was without its hottest hitter because of the stupid door thing. Now, I mean, I guess I believe the Mets. I mean, anytime you hear some of these freak accidents, I mean, I guess I believe them that he got his finger caught in the door. But, of course, I'm always going to be cynical about these things. It just seems like impossible. Like, what is going on where you get your finger caught in like in all the years that you've watched baseball from being a little kid? Have you ever heard that with all the road trips that they've gone on in your lifetime? Someone getting their, in any sport for that matter, their finger getting caught in a hotel room door? That's never happened to anybody.
I remember a couple things when it comes to fingers. One, a center screwing up and snapping the ball the wrong way and jamming your finger.
Okay, well, that's during the course of the game.
Right.
That makes sense.
Or practice. It could happen in practice. Guy's screwing around and, doesn't get the ball to where he needs to get it to. Mm-hmm. There are times where you throw the ball and you hit your finger on a helmet.
Okay.
Or you're running the ball and you get your finger caught in the face mask of the opposing player, and then that jams your finger. And there are times where you get hit on the back of the hand, and it hurt, and your hand gets swollen, and then you got to put your hand underneath the center, and then every time he snaps the ball, it hurts.
Like hell. I mean, these are all things that happen.
They happen.
The course of the game, or course of playing the game in practice, whatever.
Right. I almost had my back broken when Remington took me and slammed me down on the bed in the hotel room.
Yeah. So he was messing around. Okay.
Well, I jumped on his back, and then he went into his like ninja style wrestling moves, and next thing I know, he's got me in some headlock and body lock, and I'm like, Biggs, if you break my back, we don't have a quarterback. And he finally let me go, and he said, well, stop jumping on my back. So, so that happened. But, these things, I mean, they happen. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. It's just it's an everyday potential accident that happens to all of us. Even Al Dukes, every now and again, will get his hand caught in a door somewhere along the line, and then you realize just how stupid you are when it does happen.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've never really gotten my hand caught in a door.
You have.
I have not.
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't. I'll tell you if I did.
Listen,
Al, did you get your hand caught in the door before? Like, is this like a normal thing?
I have gotten my fingers slammed in the door before.
In a regular door?
Yeah.
Not like a car door.
Well, in my home door.
You've never gotten your fingers caught like in a closet door or a... maybe an oven door. There's all sorts of doors. I mean, and there's a lot of different ways you can get your fingers caught in one of those things.
How about the Steve Cohen tweet? Like I've said this before about Steve Cohen. He is so rich, and he's got so many people around him that want to impress him and stay on his good side that he has no idea what is a good joke or not. Because everything that he probably says, people give him a courtesy laugh.
Well, he's also in his 60s, like I am.
Yeah.
And he probably has a few dad jokes that he finds to be pretty funny.
But you know how, like,
and then
there's
everybody around him, laughs at him.
You know how we joke around, like, when the media will ask an athlete something and they'll say something that's not funny, or a coach, and then the media just, like, does that fake laugh afterwards. Like
when Giannis is telling one of his jokes.
Yeah, like, because it's like a big superstar in front of him that's looking for a reaction.
Yeah.
This is what's happening with Steve Cohen and Twitter. I mean, he has these terrible jokes, and he did with if you missed it last night, he goes, Lindor, Lin-Door, got hurt in a door. Ironic. Yeah,
very
right.
funny.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Just keep spending money. Don't worry about it. Figure it out.
I know. Just stay off of Twitter.
No,
I want him to be in the shadows. I don't want him to be around on Twitter.
Why?
Because I don't want. Because it's just when he comes out and he tweets stuff out like that, it annoys me. I don't know.
Right.
I just want him to sit there, spend the money, be like the recluse that he used to be.
Yeah.
And then not be bopping out giving dad jokes on Twitter when your best player for the last month that hurts himself in a hotel room door.
So, I had a nice day yesterday.
You did?
I did. Very
That's
nice
good.
day.
I'm happy for you.
Went to go play golf.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Nice.
you were invited, but I didn't think you were ready for it yet.
I was invited.
Yeah, you were invited, but like a lot of people now are starting to invite you with me, and I'm trying to keep
These invites are not making it to me.
Yeah, I know they're not because I don't think that you're ready yet.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the red bell so you're notified when we have new content.